2, 1. When you hear the term resort collection, you don't always expect a company culture like Velas Resorts, where life's milestones are foundational to their success. Greetings and welcome to Wedaways, Getaways, virtual fams for wedding planners, which are the next best thing to being there. We are very happy to announce that 2021, we are getting back on the road and fam trips are on the calendar. And in fact, the group that we are meeting with again today, which we also visited with on Tuesday, the Velas Resorts collection, are on the calendar. So we can't wait to start announcing those dates. Pamela is here with me. She is my co-founder and my daughter, my business partner, my wonderful daughter, and she will be moderating today. If you have any questions, if you're watching the broadcast on YouTube or on the website, go ahead and shoot us an email to hello@wedaways.com and we can answer any questions you have about Velas Resorts. We are featuring 3 of their beautiful properties today, the family-friendly property and 2 of their boutique collection properties. I will introduce the gorgeous ladies with us today in just one more moment. Just want to let you know that our webinar series is back. We will be here again next Tuesday and Thursday. You'll definitely want to register. We're going to follow up this webinar with today's recap and recording, as well as the announcements again for next week. So don't forget to hop on and don't miss them. They're really exciting and very educational and inspirational. Today, again, we can say hello to Anna, who is in, where are you, Anna?
I'm in Riviera Nayarit.
Riviera Nayarit. Now, doesn't that sound amazing? And I know you're in a pretty amazing place too, Miss Lorraine. And where is that?
I'm in Beverly Hills, California, SoCal.
That's a beautiful place to be too. Well, we're delighted that you're with us. And I think, Lorraine, you're going to start sharing all about Velas Resorts.
I certainly am. Anna is going to share her screen. Well, welcome to episode 2, everybody. We are so thrilled and happy, delighted that we have wonderful partners in Renee and Pamela and Wedaways. And we work very closely with them to book some weddings, family trips, individual vacations. They offer, working with them, fam trips and special benefits. And we've done some very wonderful style shoots as well with them. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Velas Resorts. We actually have 6 properties. Part 1, a couple of days ago, we discussed the 3 Grand Velas in Riviera Nayarit in Los Cabos and Riviera Maya. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the other 3 resorts. Velas Resorts overall is a family-oriented company. We are privately owned and we have just the 6 properties that have won many, many awards in Mexico. As I said, we discussed the 3 Grand Velas. We started out the company almost 30 years ago with our very first property called Velas Vallarta. Velas Vallarta has around 400 suites, all ocean view. This property was the original one, located 5 minutes from Puerto Vallarta Airport and very family friendly in that we have studios, 1 and 2 and 3 bedroom suites with lazy river. The price point for all of the resorts I'm talking about today are a little less expensive than Grand Velas. However, you are receiving as a guest or as a bride the same 5-star service, the same a la carte dining cuisine, and the same mattresses, linens, food, everything is the same, but the price point is a little bit less. Also, Velas Vallarta is still everything included, all inclusive, all your meals, tax, service, top shelf alcohol, kids club, teens club, everything is included. Directly across the street from Velas Vallarta, we have our only adult-only boutique property. So out of the 6 resorts, Casa Velas is the only adult-only, ages 17 and above. And this is a beautiful boutique resort with 80 suites, perfectly ideal for a buyout, with beautiful pools and lush gardens, botanical gardens. It sits on a golf course, so you have golf course views. We have discounted golf involved. And just a couple of minutes from the front door of the property is our private exclusive beach club. And I will go into more detail of all the beautiful venues at this property that you can host a social group or a wedding. Our beach club has a private drive away. It's just a couple of minutes. It has a beautiful infinity pool, cabanas on the beach, beautiful restaurant, and a little indoor club as well. Last but not least, our newest baby to the collection, just a couple of years old, is the very beautiful Mar del Cabo. Mar del Cabo is about 30 minutes from Cabo Airport, Cabo San Lucas, excuse me, Airport, and it's located right next door to our Grand Velas in Cabo. This is the perfect property to couple with Grand Velas in Cabo. Basically, being adjacent is a different price point. So if you want to do a wedding at Mar del Cabo or at Grand Velas, you have the option for guests to stay at either property depending on their budget. Now, Mar del Cabo is the only resort in our collection that is not all-inclusive. It's on an EP plan. We have 48 rooms and suites, half of them being on ocean view, half of them being in a garden view. And I don't know if you can tell from this picture, but it is the most exquisite architecture with bougainvillea and really looks like something out of Santorini or Mykonos in Greece. Beautiful property, 48 rooms, and we have a wonderful deal with this property that you can buy out the entire resort for $10,000. So that will get you the entire resort. Again, Anna will go into details of the wedding setups and what we can do. But these three properties, very unique, very different, keeping in with the Velas Resorts 5-star service and a la carte gourmet dining cuisine. Just beautiful options for venues. Anna, would you like to take it away and discuss in more detail?
Yes, thank you so much, Lorraine. I'm really deeply in love with these properties. I know the grants are breathtaking, but the charm and sense of place of these other three is a totally different experience. And as you already know, our concept in Velas Wedding is a tailor-made concept, meaning that we don't have any packages or collections, and we work with the absolute personalization of your experience. On each property, we have a team of professionals, as I was telling you on our previous virtual fam trip, and our managers and coordinators are certified. We have certifications in Jewish weddings, South Asian weddings, LGBT weddings, and in planning. So today, I'm going to take you into the Pacific side. It's where I am right now, to Puerto Vallarta. Here we have Velas Vallarta, located in the Marina area. It's a very privileged area, and also very convenient because it's just 5 minutes away from the airport and 15 minutes away from Puerto Vallarta downtown. So here, I mean, the couples and their guests are not only going to enjoy the hotel and of course the amazing service and accommodations, but also the destination itself. So downtown, it's full of history, little shops, night restaurants. So, well, and incredible views, of course. And well, it's a nice option, not only for destination weddings, but also for honeymooners who want to experience the destination. And here, well, you can see it through these pictures, how spectacular are the venues and that it offers the property. Our signature one, of course, the one at the left, we call it Yeti or Rompeolas in Spanish. It is a favorite one for ceremonies. And I cannot imagine why. I mean, just look at it. It's perfect. And it's very convenient, of course, located because it's oceanfront and it's located just next to the beach area where they can also have their reception dinner. That's an advantage that we have. I mean, they don't need to do the event in just one venue. We can work with, they can have their ceremony in one, their cocktail in the garden, and then the reception down the beach. That's a great advantage of this property is that the beach is very large. Even now with all these new social distancing measures, you can still accommodate a very decent wedding. And of course, if you want to know more about our venues, make sure to check them on the Wedaways page. We are maintaining them updated and with the capacities and of course, more pictures that you can see here. And just around the corner at the same marina area, we have this beautiful hotel named Casa Velas. It's really a hotel, private and intimate, and well, it only has 80 suites. So no kids around and you are just surrounded by a golf course. So as you can see it here, it has this very Mexican hacienda vibe. It's perfect for pictures and it's very unique. As I was mentioning, it's surrounded by a golf course. It's not ocean front. So this makes it even more private and you feel like you are like in a faraway place. And you can also enjoy, this doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy the beach while staying here. Casa Velas offers exclusive access to its beach club. We are seeing it at the right, top right. And we have a complimentary shuttle available for you at the lobby. And after a 2-minute ride, you can be enjoying the views of the Pacific Ocean in the private beach club. Another, well, good news, the beach club is also a venue available at the resort. It's complimentary if it's the all-inclusive package. And so you have the best of both worlds to offer to your clients in this property. Changing the destination to Los Cabos, we have the charming Mar del Cabo. It's a very unique property, our newest addition to the family, and the only one that it's European plan, as Lorraine was mentioning. Mar del Cabo is a classic in Cabo. It was one of the first properties built there at the touristic corridor. It's located actually next to Gran Velas, and it's right in the middle of San Jose and San Lucas. Basically, we restored and decorate this property, but we respect the original architecture. As you can see, it has this very Mediterranean style. You feel like you are in Greece, and it's so Instagram friendly, and it has this beautiful tiles and stairs and views. I feel like these pictures are not enough to show you how beautiful it actually is. And well, great advantages of this property, it has only 48 suites, so buyouts are pretty easy to do. Rates are very competitive. It is an adults-only property, it's 12 and above. And it has benefits in Gran Velas Los Cabos. For example, if you want to use the facilities one day, you can pay a day pass with a special discount. And the day pass covers 9 to 5 p.m. And you can also have a 20% off in all the specialty restaurants. And the specialty restaurants open after 6 p.m. just for dinner. So if you want to enjoy, or your guests want to enjoy one night of dinner next door, well, that's an option. And of course, also, it is very convenient to have a budget-friendly property next to Gran Velas, because in some cases you can accommodate guests in Mar del Cabo and some others in Gran Velas Los Cabos. You know, not everyone has the same budget, but normally everyone wants to be close to the wedding venue. And another advantage is that the wedding pass, we call it like that, because we charge a wedding pass for external guests that are entering into the property for your event. The wedding pass, if you are staying in Mar del Cabo, has a special price too. And now, following some trends that are appearing right now in this new normal reality, they make it all yours, or the buyout option, it's very attractive. And it's the perfect fit for our boutique properties. So I have really good news for you. We are offering the possibility to privatize the whole resort and enjoy special benefits by doing it. And well, benefits, of course, the peace of mind of being just surrounded by your relatives, no other guests around, and to share the experience with them of enjoying together the hacienda in Casa Velas case, or a Mediterranean villa with Mar del Cabo. And good news for Casa Velas. Casa Velas is normally a all-inclusive, but we have European plan rates with breakfast included exclusively for buyouts. So you can definitely optimize the budget there, especially in some cases if the groom and bride are paying for everything or for the suites. Well, you can offer this very competitive rate in European plan. And in Mar del Cabo, at the other hand, we have the option of creating a meal plan. You can add it to your rate, and you can choose to add breakfast or breakfast and lunch, breakfast and dinner, and just play around with your wedding agenda. Another great benefit is that just in case of a buyout, we can allow minors into the properties because you're going to have it just for you. So, well, as you can see it, we are doing it very flexible. So I really hope you consider the possibility to offer that option to your clients. It's very convenient, really. And well, just to say that you can privatize a whole hacienda or a whole villa is just music to my ears. And well, for any additional information about our buyout plans and special benefits, you can always contact Wedaways. They have the material for you, and of course, the direct communication with us if needed. I'm going to mention again our protocols. Very important to know that we are applying this as in a corporate way. So this applies not only for our Grand Velas, but also for our boutiques, for Velas Vallarta, for each property that we own, okay? And it's this site that now I ask for it to be linked into our blogs in Wedaways, in the Wedaways page. So you can find it there. The name of the site is Stay Safe with Velas Resorts. And here you will find the protocols that we are following regarding the post-COVID-19 measures that we are taking. Basically, here you will find everything that you need. What are we doing as a staff member? What are we doing with our guests? How are we cleaning, sanitizing the areas? And what are we doing in case of emergencies? What is the protocol to follow? If you need to download this information, you have the PDFs available for you right here. Okay? So I think this can be very, very helpful for you, just for your information, or if you want to share it with your clients, that's totally fine too. That's why we have it there. And oh my God, again, it goes so fast, but thank you, and thank you again for your attention. Thank you, Wedaways, for the space and that you are providing us. Please make sure to check the first part of our virtual fun, speaking about the Gran Velas. It is already uploaded into the Wedaways page and on YouTube. And well, Renee, Pamela, it's always a pleasure to see you and to work with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna and Lorraine. I want to mention a couple of things. When we first got on this webinar today, before we started recording, Anna had a mask around her neck, and I asked her about it, and she explained to me that all staff at all of the properties are required to wear the mask. Guests don't wear the masks unless they want to, but staff everywhere is required to wear a mask. So that's an additional protocol that they have instituted throughout all 6 resorts. I also want to mention that Design Destinations magazine is launching a special wedding issue in October, and we are very excited about the fact that Mar del Cabo is one of our featured properties. And we selected those properties, and this property, I mean, we have been very fortunate. We visited all the properties. This is such a gem. It is just a remarkable, sparkling jewel in its location and everything about it. All the properties are really spectacular, and that is probably an understatement, but this property is just like you said before, Anna, it's charming, it's elegant, it's beautiful, and the general manager is just as cute. So we definitely are very excited. We will be distributing Design Destinations magazine to our entire network of over 550 international wedding planners, as well as our other lists in our CRM, from consumers to honeymoon couples to FIT clients, and you'll see it, and we just can't wait for that, for us to share.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you. We can't wait. This is a great honor. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It is a spectacular property.
Yeah.
Yes. And I wanted to show you my mask. So I'm at the office. So this is the mask that I'm wearing. For example, the concierge or the front desk agents are having one that it's the one that covers the whole face. Yeah. So depending on the area, of course, and the interaction that we are having with our guests, it is the one that we are using.
May I just ask that our staff that are interacting with the guests, their face masks are fully covered, are transparent. So you can still see the very friendly smiles and personality in their eyes, and they're completely covered but transparent, so that you can still see the warmness and the hospitality when you arrive and interacting with the team.
This is what family business means, you know, where it's really the heart and the soul runs through the entire system. It's really marvelous. Thank you for sharing all the details. Pamela, have you any questions that we can address during this webinar?
Yes, I do. And I want to just echo the sentiments of how special these properties are. Mar del Cabo, this really just special gem in Cabo. And we all know that Cabo has many beautiful properties. Grand Velas is top. Mar del Cabo is also a top boutique property situated on this beautiful stretch of beach. It's perfect for a wedding buyout. It's also perfect for a buyout, just a buyout in general. If you're having the wedding elsewhere, let's say at Grand Velas or at a private venue like Flora Farms or something of that nature, you can buy out Mar del Cabo and you can have a really beautiful welcome event and farewell brunch. There's just a lot of opportunity and option here. I wanted to ask a couple of questions. We know that Mar del Cabo is adjacent to Grand Velas, so you can literally walk there 2 minutes on the beach or on the street side. So that's really convenient and really wonderful. How far are Casa Velas and Velas Vallarta from Grand Velas?
They're actually from Grand Velas. From Grand Velas, it's about 12 minutes, 12-minute drive.
Perfect.
So Casa Velas Vallarta is about 5 minutes from Puerto Vallarta Airport. And I might add, you would never know it because you don't hear anything at all. You hear no airport noise. They're 5 minutes away, and Grand Velas is about 15 minutes away. So it's about 10 to 12 minutes from each of Casa Velas Vallarta and Grand Velas.
Fantastic. And are there special access pricing? Is there special access pricing for Velas Vallarta and Casa Velas clients going to Grand Velas?
So for Casa Velas, individual guests, and Anna can address this if we do this for groups, I'm sure that we do. Casa Velas has one beautiful formal restaurant in addition to the one at the beach club. So we include a dinner at Grand Velas, and we will take them there and bring them back. So they can have access to the restaurants at Grand Velas, and we will include that as well. They can also walk across the street, it's just literally a couple of minutes, and dine at the restaurants at Velas Vallarta. Velas Vallarta guests are not able to go to Grand Velas or Casa Velas, but Casa Velas can go to Grand Velas and Velas Vallarta.
Fabulous. And is the beach club, is it very private at Casa Velas?
It's very private, and Pamela, it's actually flanked by private condominium beaches, so private beaches. So it's so exclusive and so private, it's only for Casa Velas guests, and you don't find the public or anybody from other resorts coming by. It's just it's a beautiful, private, exclusive beach club with an Asian fusion restaurant and bar, infinity cabanas on the beach. But yes, very exclusive for Casa Velas guests.
Beautiful. And you mentioned that with a buyout of Casa Velas or Mar del Cabo, it becomes family friendly.
Correct.
If it's not a buyout, what are the starting ages for guests at each property?
For Mar del Cabo, we advise and try and have a policy in place for ages 12 and above. And the reason is because of the beautiful architecture and the railings and many, many steps. We have to caution parents with toddlers and babies with it being safe, specifically because of the steps and the railings. So when there is a buyout, we will always preface it to the parents to watch their young ones in an area like that. But on an individual basis, we say 12 and above. Casa Velas is adult only, which also lends itself a lot to the LGBT market as well. And it's 17 and above.
Fabulous. That's great. And regarding the stairs at Mar del Cabo, if there is a client with some mobility,
yes.
Yeah,
yeah, we have elevators in the resorts, and we also have our staff will assist with a golf cart that runs alongside of the resort. So the resort is built kind of like on a hill, so you've got steps going up and down, and there's a pathway along adjacent to the resort that we can assist for mobility guests with our golf cart that can avoid all the steps to go down to the beach from the lobby area. And we also have elevators as well.
Fabulous. And what is the cuisine at Casa Velas and Mar del Cabo?
They kind of changed the menu, right, Anna? I mean, at Mar del Cabo, it's different, similar to, you know, all of our resorts. You can basically ask for whatever you want and the menus are changed. The one at Casa Velas, I believe, is a steakhouse, correct?
Yeah, with international, yes, with international touch. In Mar del Cabo, it's international menu,
Yeah.
but it has, well, it's local. So a lot of fresh, you know, well, seafood, a lot of fresh seafood and, you know, ingredients from the region. In Casa Velas, yes, it is. And it's also very, well, Mexican focused because of the, of course, the concept of the property.
Beautiful. When you go to Mexico, you should eat Mexican food for sure.
And it's nothing like the Mexican food we have here in the US.
That's for sure. We
For
still
sure.
dream about the food.
I personally don't like Mexican food, but I eat everything Mexican when I go to Velas Resorts because it's so different and so amazing.
So you like it?
I love it. I love it. And at Grand Velas, like some of my favorite restaurants is Frida, which is the Mexican resort theme property restaurant. So yeah, it's just very unique. It's very different. For me, I feel our cuisine is like artwork in your palate. It is so creative. The difference of flavors and textures is just like a work of art in your palate. And that's why we've won many awards for our cuisine and have some Michelin stars at some of the properties.
A great all-around experience. Views, room product, F&B experiences, truly perfect for an upscale high-end wedding. So thank you so much, ladies. If there are additional questions from our planners on the call or from anyone viewing this on YouTube, shoot it over to us and we'd be happy to answer.
For sure. For sure. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us. We're always very excited to share the time with you, and we appreciate you tuning in and spending some time with us as well. Ladies, God bless you. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We
look forward to working with you and some new groups and individuals and welcoming your clients very soon.
Yes, from your mouth to God's ears, we're going to do that. Everybody, we will see you next Tuesday, same time, same station, and we will be sending a recap of this broadcast in a little bit. Everybody take care. Adios. Ciao.
Be safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.